15% of men have zero close friends. That number has increased fivefold since 1990. And it's not because men don't want friends. It's because three invisible forces are making it almost impossible to keep them. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what those forces are, why they're hitting your generation harder than any before, and a 4-step protocol to reverse it. Even if right now, you feel like there's no one you could call at 2 a.m., this one's personal. Here's what nobody tells you about loneliness. It doesn't start with a dramatic moment. There's no breaking point, no rock bottom. It's more like a weight that gets heavier so slowly. You don't notice it until you can't remember the last real conversation you had. After high school, I ended up at a university where I didn't connect with a single person. No shared interests, no real conversations, just a quiet apartment and a screen. I spent 2 years without talking to anyone new. Gaming filled every hour. Not because I loved it that much, but because it was easier than sitting in the silence. The only people I spoke to were old friends from school, and even those conversations got shorter over time. I wasn't depressed in the way people imagine. I wasn't crying for help. I was just nowhere. And I think that's what makes this so dangerous. You can be completely alone and still look fine from the outside. But here's the thing. This wasn't a personal failure. And if you're feeling this right now, yours isn't either. Because there are 3 specific reasons this is happening to men, at a scale we've never seen before. The first force is how you were trained. When boys are young, they hug, they hold hands. They say I love you without thinking about it. Then around age 8 or 9, something shifts. Affection gets labeled as weakness. A new set of rules kicks in. Don't be soft. Don't need anyone. Handle it yourself. Boys start policing each other. Anything vulnerable gets shut down. A joke, an insult, silence. And over time, you internalize it so deeply, you don't even realize it happened. By 25, you've been rehearsing emotional distance for over 15 years. Not because you chose it, because you were trained into it. Before you had a choice. And then society wonders why men can't maintain close friendships. The second force is that the spaces where men used to build friendships are disappearing. Work, sports teams, clubs, religious communities, these created what researchers call proximity and repetition. Same place, same people, over and over. Friendship wasn't a decision. It was a byproduct of showing up. Now work is remote, community organizations are dying, and the spaces that remain, gyms, bars, online lobbies, aren't built for depth. They're built for activity. You can game 500 hours with someone and never learn what keeps them up at night. And that leads to the third force. When real connection disappears, your brain doesn't just accept the emptiness. It looks for replacements. Social media that simulates community, content that simulates conversation. It activates some of the same reward pathways as real connection, but without any of the depth. You feel full, but you're starving. And the trap is this. The more you rely on synthetic connection, the more your tolerance for real interaction drops. The awkwardness of a real conversation starts to feel unbearable. So you retreat further, and the loop tightens. So here's the reframe. If you've been blaming yourself for being alone, stop. You were placed in an environment that removed every condition for friendship. Proximity, repetition, vulnerability, shared purpose, and then you were told that your isolation is a character flaw. It's not. It's an engineering problem, and engineering problems have solutions. But you need to understand one thing. Adult friendship doesn't work like it did when you were a kid. Back then it was automatic. Same school, same people, every day. All you had to do was show up. Now, none of that exists unless you build it yourself. Friendship requires the same deliberate effort you'd put into your career or your fitness. It's not supposed to just happen, and the fact that it doesn't says nothing about you. 4 steps, all practical, all tested. 1. Pick one person. Set a specific recurring time. Every Tuesday, every other Saturday. The activity doesn't matter. What matters is the repetition. Friendship is built on accumulated hours, not one-off events. 2. Someone has to break the surface. Let it be you. Everyone wants deeper friendships. Everyone's waiting for the other person to start, so nobody starts. One sentence changes everything. I've been feeling pretty disconnected lately. 9 times out of 10, the other person exhales and says, yeah, me too. 3. Be honest about how much of your social time is synthetic. Scrolling is not community. Watching a streamer is not friendship. Notice what it's replacing, that's all. 4. Find a recurring group. Climbing gym, running club, martial arts, anything. The key is same people, same place, over time. That's how trust forms. That's how the guy you train with becomes your friend. Recurring time. Go first. Cut substitutes. Join something physical. That's the protocol. Loneliness lies to you. It tells you that reaching out is desperate, that nobody wants to hear from you, that your presence isn't missed. But most men want deeper friendships. Most men feel unsatisfied with their connections. Most men are sitting in the exact same silence, waiting for someone else to break it. I wasted 2 years waiting for connection to come to me. It didn't. It never does. Loneliness is a loop. It breaks the moment you do something different. Rewire your default.